Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. Much more on that major story, including how the Plainville firefighter Raymond Moreau is being remembered this morning.
All right, we do have a first alert issued for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So let's get to all those details with meteorologist Jill Gilardi. We've got the first alert we need to know.
Yes, it's going to be a rough feeling. We've been through this before. We're talking about our third potential heat wave of the year, but it's not so much the air temperature, it's how it feels, because it's going to become very muggy and humid outside. So dangerous conditions that feel if you're exposed to it for a long period of time, do anything strenuous, certainly. So first alert weather days, the next 3, very hot weather. Eventually it's going to back off, and that's going to take until the very end of the week. Right now we're tracking temperatures in the 70s, a few spots still hanging on to the upper 60s like Tolland and Willimantic. We are warmer than it was yesterday by 5 to about 10 degrees on average. In Torrington right now, a little light haze out there. We still have some wildfire smoke around, but it's really not impacting the air quality very much. I mean, if you're super sensitive, you may want to limit your time outside. Otherwise, we're okay today. And the fog is in the process of burning off, so improving visibility where we do have some fog. Heading to the pool today, well, perfect pool weather, of course, when you get some low 90s popping up and that hot feel, upper 80s to feel along the shoreline. Unless you go a little bit farther east, you're around 84 degrees in Mystic. UV index is high. If you're going to be on the water literally today, we're expecting, this morning, the visibility not as good as it's going to get as we go through the afternoon, but winds are fairly light, northwest at 5 knots, waves maybe up to a foot. And so, yeah, pretty nice weather on the Sound, by the Sound, and inland in terms of it not raining, but it's going to be hot out there. We'll let you know when we'll get some relief in here. Again, coming up here in the next 15 minutes. Caitlin, how's traffic?
All right, overall not bad, Jill. Good morning, everyone. It's 7:03. We do have this first alert here for you in Voluntown. Route 49, portion of that stretch remains closed here this morning due to an overnight crash. DOT telling us 2 vehicles involved. So Jill was just saying it's going to be a perfect day for the pool. Lots of those state parks and beaches will be very busy very early as people head to the shoreline to cool off. So expect some delays through the 95 corridor. No people, no pets left in those hot vehicles. Way too dangerous. As we take a live look here in Hartford, 91 north and southbound, a live look in Middletown along Route 9. Still dealing with some reduced visibility here in Vernon, 84 east and westbound there off of Hartford Turnpike, and in Meriden along 691. We got bright, beautiful sunshine across portions of the state here. Grab the sunglasses. Here's a look at the shoreline, 95 north and southbound right off of East Street in New Haven, moving along nicely there. Majority of the state is moving along. We're not even seeing really heavy delays just yet down through Fairfield County, approaching that hour-and-a-half ride. 95 southbound, 91 and 84 are still moving very nicely. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Well, this morning, the Plainville community is mourning a volunteer firefighter killed in the line of duty.
60-year-old Raymond Moreau was critically hurt while responding to a house fire and then later died at the hospital. We have team coverage this morning of how he's being remembered and what we know about what caused his death.
Let's begin with your reporter, Marcy Jones, who's live outside the Plainville firehouse. So, Marcy, understandably, hearts are heavy, a huge loss for a very tight-knit fire department.
That's absolutely right. There is a heaviness in the air. It's a very somber morning. You can also see some physical signs of this loss. There is a growing memorial here, dozens of bouquets, wreaths, and cards, all trying to remember and honor Ray Moreau. Flames broke out just before 6:30 Sunday morning at a home on Maria Road. The house was a complete loss, but everyone inside escaped unharmed. But as crews worked the scene, something went terribly wrong. 60-year-old volunteer firefighter Ray Moreau was standing near a fire truck when a piece of equipment broke off and struck him. He was rushed to the hospital but did not survive, dying in surgery from critical leg injuries. State police have not said exactly what part of the truck struck him. Moreau had served with the Plainville Fire Department for 35 years. The community now is reeling from the loss.
Our hearts go out to the family, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family at this time and with the firefighting community. This is it's going to take a long time for the community to heal on something that is involved in a firefighter death and in line duty.
State police and OSHA are now investigating not only what started that house fire on Maria Road, but also what kind of equipment failure led to the tragic death of Moreau. Your reporter live in Plainville, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Marcy. Our team coverage of firefighter Ray Moreau's tragic death continues just down the road.
Yeah, your reporter Anna Stansfield is also in Plainville this morning, right outside the municipal building. There's a sign up there to honor him. Anna, the community really just starting to process this huge loss.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I've been covering this story since it broke here yesterday, talking with the community along the way. Their initial reaction, shock, as they now begin the grieving process of a loss that state and local leaders say will leave a forever hole here in Plainville. A community in mourning. The loss of 60-year-old Ray Moreau, unimaginable for the small town of Plainville. Monroe serving as a volunteer firefighter for 35 years, also a veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps. Bunting up at the fire department signifying this loss. Community members already starting a memorial with flowers and notes. State leaders saying Moreau will serve as a role model for years to come.
Today, we need more first responders like Ray Moreau, more than ever across the state of Connecticut. From Plainville to Pomfret, to every corner of this lovely state. I just want to send my sincerest condolences to the Moreau family, to the Plainville firefighter community, and to all the local officials on this terrible loss.
And this morning, this sign with Moreau's face on it still shining bright outside of the Plainville Municipal Center. Just another reminder for folks as they start their days this morning, head out on their morning commutes of the tragic loss this community feels and will continue to feel for weeks to come. I'm your reporter live in Plainville, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, flags around our state are being flown at half-staff today in honor of firefighter Moreau.
Yeah, you're looking at video here in Plainville where firefighters lowered their own flag in honor of one of their own. The governor calling this tragedy a reminder of the risks that firefighters face every day when they put their lives on the line to protect our communities. All right, it is 7:08 right now. As we think about our fallen firefighters, we are also thinking about ways to keep ourselves safe in all of this hot weather and heat. It is First Alert Weather Day, and in this heat, we have our hot weather protocol to help people stay safe from the heat and humidity. Today, cooling centers will be open starting at noon, and they'll reopen every day through at least Wednesday night. If you need a place to go, you can call 211 to find a cooling center near you.
Well, right now, a section of Route 49 in Voluntown is closed because of a crash that took down a utility pole. The fire department says it happened about 11 o'clock last night on Route 49 near Wiley School Road. We're told the car caught on fire. No word if anyone was hurt there. Eversource says about 40 people were without power. The utility was hoping to have lights back on by about 10 o'clock this morning. We'll keep you updated on that. And today, the former East Lyme police chief is due in court. Michael Finkelstein retired in May after he was arrested multiple times over claims of domestic violence. Finkelstein says he was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and is now focused on promoting healing.
Right now in New Haven, the search for a suspect continues in a shooting near the New Haven Green that left a 23-year-old man seriously hurt. Police say a fight broke out in a parking garage when someone fired a gun. Police say the victim was not the intended target and did not appear to be a part of that fight. Also this morning, the investigation continues into a fire at an apartment building on Webster Street in Hartford. It happened on Saturday, and it forced more than 20 people from their homes. One person describing seeing flames shooting out of the building and hearing a woman screaming for people to get out. One firefighter was hurt, but is expected to be okay.
Well, right now, state police investigating a deadly motorcycle crash in Thompson over the weekend. Police say 58-year-old Robert White was riding his motorcycle on Fabian Road Saturday evening when colliding with an oncoming car. The driver of the other car was taken to the hospital, but is expected to be okay. And a heads up here this morning for drivers who take Route 15. Construction begins today on a project to change the exit numbers to a mileage-based system. The state DOT says it will improve emergency response times and help drivers know how much further they have to go. The road will stay open during that project, but just be aware you'll have to slow down and move over if you see construction vehicles out there.
All All right, looking ahead to a vote this week, it could impact the cost of your electric bill. The State Bond Commission will vote on a plan to lower the public benefit charges on your bill this Friday. If they approve that plan, you could save about $10 each month. The money from the charge is used to pay delivery and energy assistance programs.